Yo, what is up, ladies, gentlemen, and whatever else you choose to identify? It is your boy Cam from Tweeking Media. Happy New Year. Welcome 2026. We are back with our first episode of the new year for Attack on Culture. I am joined by my co-host. Got the boy Chris J on the mic. Say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's too late to say Happy New Year.
It's never too late. Happy New Year's. And I got the boy Trail Sav on the mic. Go ahead and say what's up to the people. I got Unc on the mic.
Damn.
Bro, I can't even. The age jokes, I can't even say them more. I think I'm banned.
You reached that threshold.
I gotta look at the patch notes. Once the patch notes get sent to me, I gotta see if I can still hit the Unc jokes to people. But what's popping? I'm so happy we able to record again.
For sure. We took after we did our end of year stuff, which if you have not checked it out, be sure to check it out because it's still relevant. And we got a lot of other content coming down the pipeline as a reflection of the year of 2025 and some stuff to be on the lookout for 2026. So again, as always, stay tuned for that. I'd say a fairly decent episode. We got some things that we're going to catch up on as far as shows, animes we've been watching, talking about some latest things in the gaming news in regards to a certain company's console coming out in them price tags.
We was right.
And, not to put the Nostradamus cap on, but, is what it is. And then we're going to be talking about some things that we are personally looking forward to in the year 2026. So, you know what? Let's get some early engagement. If there's anything that you guys are personally looking forward to in the entirety of the year 2026, drop it in the comment section right now. Let us know. We want to interact with you guys. And while we there and while I have you, also be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Click on that bell icon to be notified of all future posts that we drop on this channel. And share this video across all your fellow nerds. Help us get to 1K goals, guys. That is still our goal. And y'all rock with us heavily in 2025. We got so much love and support, and we want to, again, I can't thank you guys enough. So keep your support going on strong, and we'll keep the content going on strong on our end. Also, be sure to look out for other content that is dropping on our channel. We got Gacha on the Gacha, which is a series I do covering degenerate gacha gaming stuff. We have our Views from the Couch, which is me and Detrail going on a little bit more in depth on some things that we can't quite cover on the podcast. And we also have our nerd podcast for you sports fans, Threes from the Ring. Chris, is there anything you want to say in regards to some content that's coming out there? I know if you could tell by his name tag, something happened yesterday. Chris is very excited, so go ahead, get your little jabs out.
Look, man. The city of Chicago, man. If you are a Bears fan, we had probably one of the stressful nights of our lives, but also one of the most relieving feelings ever. We'll talk about them goofy little cheeseheads in Wisconsin, that beatdown they took on this week's episode, because literally at the state of Wisconsin at the end of the day. And anybody who loves them green and yellow goofies, G. But also tons of NBA stuff to talk about. We're in official trade season, so we got to talk about that. And also wrestling wise, we got new champs, people getting called up. Black people are getting called up, so them racism allegations can kind of flee a little bit. But either who, check it out. Threes from the Ring. We're going to be back at it this week.
There you have it. So if any of that interests you, again, be sure to check it out. Everything is in our channel. And with that being said, guys, let's move on to what have we been doing since our last podcast episode, what we've been watching. So we'll go ahead and start with the belated birthday boy, Trail Sav. Go ahead and let us know what you've been doing.
Oh, man. So, I've been watching, TV. I would say I'm a resident TV watcher in this podcast. I actually watch shows that, I don't know what's the word, that's in syndication. Not syndication, but that's on
streamication. It's all streaming nowadays. So.
Yeah, so I look for new things a lot. Like sometimes I would just look at an HBO show just to see if it's popping, because there's no greater feeling than to be on the bandwagon of an extremely popular HBO show when it first started. No greater feeling. But to say all that, HBO gave me a early birthday gift, and it was The Pit. Oh my God! Look, I will tell you.
That's the hospital show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. If you like medical dramas, you probably already watching The Pit. And if you never watch medical dramas, then I would say give The Pit a chance. It's good, bro. Like, the conversations they have are so real, and they do a great job of putting you inside the emergency room. Now, I don't know how that's possible unless you work in the medical field. But on a outside looking in, I feel like I'm walking with the doctors every time I watch that show. I really do. Not even just the medical jargon. That's one thing, right? But just the conversations the doctor has with the nurses and the patients. It really makes me feel like man, I'm listening. And then a good thing that they put into that show is they give you off the bat, they let you know, like, especially in this first episode, look, this is what's about to happen this season. A lot. Not even fused within the doctors themselves, fused between the doctors, and then you have things that involve the patients that come in. Just overall, like, state of like the hospital, the customers, they doing a good job of showing. And I agree with this one dude of like a person who do not want to get a bunch of tests because they don't want to see that bill that comes in the mail after the tests get done. They just want to get they arm wrapped and call it a day. But bro hit his head, and now he's like going loopy. So it's a really, really good show. They add a lot of comedy to help with the pain that you're going to go through. Like, and this is just a theory for me. Like, there's just one girl who has a bunch of bruises on her body, and they suspected that she's getting abused. But in my end, I'm like, bro, they about to tell her she got cancer. And that right there is going to hurt, because that is a little girl. Though it's an actor, it's just a little girl who enjoyed her life. So they do a good job of pulling your heartstrings too. So I recommend The Pit to anybody. I forgot to say this in the beginning, but the thing that makes The Pit different from Grey's Anatomy, House, all the other like medical shows, Chicago MD and all that type of stuff, is that everything in the whole entire season happens in one shift. So once they go home for the shift, the season is over. We don't know what happened to them after that day until they come back for the next season. And it's beautiful because, mind you, The Pit premiered last year, and we got a new season this year. What TV shows are doing that these days?
You waiting 3 or 4 years for 8 episodes.
3 or 4 years to get a 4-episode season that year. So shout out to The Pit. Shout out to all the actors. It's going to be another great season. They're probably going to sweep award season again this year because I'm pretty sure it's going to be
things about The Pit.
Yeah, for sure. It's fire. And lastly, I just want to do quick. Fallout came out in December. Kind of want to talk about it. Good season, but I just want to say this about Fallout. It's a great season so far. The fans, calm down. Like, the fans have this thing of which they treat New Vegas like it's an infant, like it's a baby. And it's like, if you ever watch adaptations of TV shows, directors and screenwriters and the people who write the show take liberties with the universe. It happened with The Witcher. Witcher fans was mad. It happened with Game of Thrones. They don't shut up. It happens with every single thing. Shoot, God forbid Star Wars like adapt a comic that they did once in a blue moon and they adapt that into a TV show. Those fans will get up in arms that they didn't adapt the comic the best way possible. It happens because there is a message that the director or the writers are trying to portray that just use Fallout as a backdrop for said message, right? But it's still a good season. Like, people complain about how the Deathclaw look. It's a Deathclaw. It looks like a Deathclaw. People complain about, the different factions of New Vegas and saying that the video game character that you have a billion choices with, it seems like he didn't matter when, again, it was a video game character that you play individually, that you made individual choices with, that the player agency that we have is always the right choice. So if I did an evil playthrough, that's my playthrough. That was the right choice within the game. It wasn't a bad choice. So when we watch a TV show, of course, the couriers choices ain't gonna seem like they matter, because who plot line we choosing? Just is we gonna choose Dale from Albuquerque, who sided with the Brotherhood of Steel? Is we gonna choose me, who sided with the robots? Is we gonna choose Paul, who sided with Mr. House? We don't know. So they're gonna make a story that caters to not only the fans, but people who didn't play New Vegas. And last but not least, I'm pretty sure Todd Howard is not punishing New Vegas creator and fans. If that was the case, he would have bought Obsidian Studios and blew it up. But instead, because of New Vegas, Obsidian Studios became their own thing, creating their own games that people enjoy. And Todd Howard still get to count that New Vegas money that he gets every year when people watch this show. So I'm pretty sure they have a very strong relationship when it comes to that game. He's not trying to ruin the love of New Vegas. Mind you, that game came out dang near 20 years ago. If he wanted to kill it, he wanted to kill it.
Dead already.
It'd be dead. So when we get this nice and powerful rumored New Vegas or Fallout 3 remake, just remember, Todd Howard didn't kill that show. Didn't kill that universe. But that's pretty much it. There might be some more things I watch. Who knows? But that's the two things I'm watching right now before I get disappointed with The Boys later on this year.
Oh God. So yeah, all right. So if any of that, so again, if you've watched The Pit or if you watched Fallout, let us know in the comment section below. What's your thought on how everything is proceeding so far? So we'll move on to Chris. What you got? Me and Chris, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the weeb side of the TV shows. So we got some winter anime that's out and about. So get us hip on that, Chris.
All right. So we are pretty much a week into the winter anime season. Some stuff is still dropping at the moment. So hey, it's still more to drop. But we've been teasing, and I will make a video as well, just indicating everything. Well, I don't say everything, but stuff I will be definitely tuning into for the winter season, and probably more beyond the year. We'll be dropping next week as well. But winter season started off strong. We got JJK already out. My Hero's already out. And I believe Hell's Paradise came out today, which is a Sunday, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So, which that's really what I'm most hyped for in terms of the big releases. But we'll talk about those later, and Cam will give you guys the JJK My Hero talk. But I've really already watched so far are the new stuff. And also Still Balls Run do drop some point in the winter, by the way. So that's when Daytra will join us in anime talk. Allegedly, it's supposed to come out at the end of the season, because you know how Netflix gets down. They might drop all 12, maybe all 24 episodes at one time on us.
No, they confirmed it's going to be weekly.
Oh,
yeah. So they confirmed they confirmed it's going to be weekly, and I think the first episode is going to be 48 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I did not hear about the weekly joint.
They confirmed it's going to be weekly.
They might restore the feeling, bro. The feeling might be restored.
Hey, look, there was something about them.
So yeah, it premieres Thursday, March 19th.
Yep, that's towards the end of the winter season, technically. But anywho, stuff I've watched so far that's already came out. The biggest one to me is Sentenced to Be a Hero. So this got a 1 hour episode, first episode, and pretty much gives you a good rundown of the universe we're in. It is fantasy looking based. So the main character's name is Xylo. So this dude used to be pretty much, just slight spoilers, but pretty much he's a criminal. And what they do to criminals in this world is they sentence you to be a hero. So your goal, your job is legit to be a hero. You have to do heroic things. You have to help the royal army pretty much. And this dude also doesn't like goddesses. Because there's a lot of quotations as you watch the episode. And pretty much as you first episode, Xylo, and I forgot the side character, his sidekick name, because he really just disappeared for 45 minutes. So I was like, bro, where did you go? But Xylo is helping the royal army in this whatever mission they're doing, and they're getting freaking destroyed, legit destroyed. He's casually doing his job and all of that, but then he gets wherever his boss tells him, "Hey, G, check it out. If any more of these people die, you failed the mission, and you know what that means? You're in trouble." Now, this is also the weird thing about the heroes. They have a seal on them, so if they die, they automatically get resurrected. No matter how gruesome it is, they pretty much bring their souls back into they pretty much repair the body and pretty much revive them. Which I'm like, that is insane, by the way. It wasn't shown on the episode at all, but I'm pretty sure it will be seen later down the line of how this goes. But so he's pretty much like, damn it, now I actually have to protect the royal army and blah, blah, blah. He runs into a goddess and she's just like, hey, look, I want you to be my knight. He's like, I don't like you. So she keeps following him. And then the royal army like, hey, didn't we send you to go off somewhere else? Meanwhile, the royal army is still getting washed by these freaking weird demon looking monster things. Just getting washed, eaten up. It's crazy. Shout out to the violence they showed. Shout out to that. Then eventually dude just locks in and be like, all right, look, I gotta hold you guys down because you guys suck at your jobs. So then they reveal that he used to be part of the royal guard, pretty much. And which I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Proceeds to continue holding it down. Then like the big boss demon creature pops up and him and the goddess make a deal and he gets her powers. Washes the big bad demon thingy in the first episode, saves the day. Then the royal guard big boss, she was like, you made a contract with the goddess. You know what he did to the last goddess he was with? And pretty much revealed he killed the one, supposedly. And
he probably didn't kill
her. And pretty much it's a case of he was justified in what he did, but you know, the kingdom is like, no, what he's telling is blasphemous and he's wrong. And I'm just like, oh yeah, so pretty much you already set me up to hate the royal guard, you hate the pretty much the king and queen of this world, all of that. I'm like, yo, dude, kind of cool, but really good at first episode, really good. I'm just really looking forward to seeing how this whole sentenced hero thing works, because the thing that they didn't show was if you die, they're forced to resurrect you. I want to see how that goes, because the way they described it is like very dehumanizing. So I'm really curious to see how that goes. Another thing that I watched that was pretty good, and once again, it's the winter season, so we do get our romance animes here. It's called, hold on, let me find the name. Tune in to Midnight Heart. So for one, this caught my attention because it's pretty much these 4 girls and they are in broadcasting. They want to use their voices as a way to become famous or whatever. One wants to be a radio host or a news anchor. One wants to be a singer. Another wants to be like a VTuber or whatever. And I forgot what the other one wanted to do. And the main guy in it, he used to listen to some girl's internet radio show, and it brought him to the school that she's supposed to be at. And he encounters these 4 girls. And he's trying to figure out which of the 4.
Oh my god, it's a Nisekoi thing. It's a Nisekoi and quintessential quintuplets thing too. They're doing that.
Kind of like that. But what brought my attention is the fact that it has to do with broadcasting, and with me having a passion for broadcasting, graduated in it for college. That's where my degree is in. I'm like, this is really cool and unique. I want to see where this goes. First episode was pretty cool. It's funny how he was just trying to see, like, okay, she liked this, and then she also liked this as well. And then each of them have unique things that go back to the internet radio host he was listening to when he was a kid. So it's like, oh, okay, this is really interesting. So that first episode was really good. And then another one that I watched that is not really necessarily, it's more of a, what was that anime Cam we watched a couple years ago where it was like a death game? What was that called? If you remember, we was cracking jokes about it because things just kept getting out of hand.
Are you talking about
it was something Sakamichi games or something? I don't
I know, a Tomodachi game.
Yeah, there we go. Tomodachi.
Yeah.
So, anime is similar to that. It's called Shiboyuki. We're pretty much, I don't know whether these girls are maids or not. I don't know. They were dressed as maids. But the main character, her name is Yuki. She does death games for a living. So the first episode shows her doing her 27th death game, and to the point where the goal is to survive. And it started off with, like, the first episode itself was just legit her experience on her 27th game, and just seeing how she knows what to do and the manipulation that the other girls do to try to survive, pretty much. And just what she does to also make sure at the end of the day, her goal is, I'm about to win. My goal is to win and survive. So pretty unique situation if you into shows like that. It was pretty good. It's on three episode rule territory depending on how things go, but that was pretty interesting. But those are the three that I watched so far. It is more things dropping. Like I said, I'm getting into Hell's Paradise, Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen later on. I haven't watched those the season openers for those yet. So, but Cam, you go ahead.
Yeah, so just to piggyback off Chris, again, like, I've only watched three. I just the major stuff. So My Hero Vigilantes, Jujutsu Kaisen, and also the second core of the third season of Fire Force. I may or may not watch Hell's Paradise, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I read all of the manga, so I know everything that's gonna happen. Because the manga is finished. It's been finished for years at this point. And I think I remember, because I was so hooked into the premise of the show that, like, I immediately read the manga after I was done watching the 12 episodes of the first season. So I might tune in for, like, hype moments, but it is for people who it's a very short. So, like, it's not like they go to the island, they leave the island, something happens. There's, like, multiple arcs. It's literally everything on that island, and it's very fast. And then the show and the series is over. But it's really good, though. Really good. I don't know if the second season is going to be the last, because, again, it's very short. So if they wanted to, they could low-key wrap this up in, like, if it's not this season, then season 3 for sure, the show will be over. But other than that, My Hero Vigilantes, you might as well just call me, like, the world's biggest My Hero hater. I say that jokingly. If I'm looking through, like, obviously the main series, for the most part, I enjoyed it. It's just the final arc as a manga reader, the pacing was kind of bad, and I just didn't really care too much for the ending. But I do agree with Chris, where I did see a lot of those moments that were animated. Shout out to Studio Bones. They did a fantastic job, and those moments hit both as far as, like, the eye of, oh my gosh, it's great animation, even the emotional aspect that you're supposed to feel, that I didn't really get as I was reading the manga. But I actually really enjoy Vigilantes. I have not read the manga. I binged the first season. Funny thing is, I binged the first season back when I took my trip to Japan last year, and I was, like, going to places, and I was just on my phone watching it, and I really enjoyed it. It's a great show. I mess with Zakrala. He's a cool villain, in contrast to, there's some contrast and some similarities between him and Deku as the protagonists of their own respective series. I like the cast of characters. Pop and Knuckle Duster. All cool. The kind of the main threat being kind of like that drug distribution thing going on with the villains. Very interesting premise. So in the first episode, kind of takes off from where they left off as far as them kind of continuing their vigilante works and going to a different prefecture where they are still kind of getting tangled into that drug distribution plot line. So everything, is cool. Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I think this is just me approaching, because I'm almost at my year. I have no idea. So, and again, you're not going to hear me complain about the animation quality of Studio Mappa because they will always deliver. But sometimes I guess they deliver a little bit too much, because there was some parts of those, because if 2 episodes are out already, in the confrontation between Chozo and I forgot the old boy, the sexist Zenin clan leader, they fought, and there's a part where like Chozo does this like blood river technique and the guy's running away, and it's just, I'm just looking like, what the heck is going on? I don't know if it's just I'm just getting old man eyes, but like there are certain sequences where it's like, yeah, it looks good, but I can't keep up. I don't understand what's going on. But again, it looks solid. Shout out to Yuta, just being a goat and doing what he did to Yuji. He did that boy dirty. So all that stuff is really good. So definitely looking forward to more Jujutsu Kaisen and Fire Force. So I've heard some conflicting things. I don't know if it's true or not. Apparently, they're saying that this second core, they're supposed to be able to wrap everything up.
They about to speed run the hell out.
They're wrapping everything up in the 12 episodes. I have not read the manga. I have always been interested in reading the manga. So more than likely, because I do want to get more, because I will always be a huge Soul Eater fan. Yeah, so far it seems okay, and judging by the intro, it does look like there are some things that I did get spoiled on in the manga. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys who are watching, who are anime only, but like they did show some things where I was like, okay, yeah, that's end of the series stuff. So again, we'll just have to wait and see if it's a Promised Neverland situation. I know Chris just got PTSD with me saying that, or any other shows that rush through a season finale. Hey, we will be here for the slander, and you will hear it from here first. But so far, so good. I think they're setting up the mysteries perfectly. The Fire Force universe, Soul Eater universe, whatever you want to call that universe, is a universe I would never want to live in a day in my life. Everybody in that world is crazy. And the history and the backstory of the Great Cataclysm and all of this stuff is something, the doppelgangers, the Adola Link stuff, I don't want no parts of it. Yeah. I don't want no parts of it.
One day we're gonna legit have a detailed discussion on the worst
place to live.
That fire, that anime, gaming, even like all verses.
Across
I don't want to live it.
Fire Force is up there. I would never. You're not convincing me to live in that psychedelic acid trip universe, bro. I'm good on that. So that's it for me so far. Like I said, like Chris said, there's still some stuff coming out, and as things come out, I will add on to my list, and we'll have more discussions in future podcast episodes and things of that nature. So that's it for what has been going on, what we've been doing in between podcast episodes. Let us know, as far as from Winter Anime 2026 perspective, what is on your list? What are you watching? What are you looking forward to that's dropping that we haven't covered? And also, what's on your 3-episode list? Like, what are some shows that you like, man? I don't know about this one. I'm gonna have to see what's to it. But other than that, let us move on to the news. So we got ourselves a little bit of an update of a situation that we've been covering quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but we had some talks in it in some of our previous podcast episodes. It relates to, oh yeah, y'all. Well, more so the TikTok side, which I don't take y'all seriously. But Steam unveiled the quote unquote console killer, the machine that's gonna make PlayStation and Xbox, or nah, Xbox don't count no more. PlayStation and Nintendo quake in their boots. Ooh, no. So we got some leaks. Now, if it's verified or not, don't know as of this yet, but still, nonetheless, it's a topic to cover about, because it is the future of console pricing in general, because of the whole AI, data center, RAM, shortage shenanigans. So I'm gonna let Trail Staff go ahead, take the mic, and just get let us know like what we looking at as far as the Steam Machine is concerned. And you on mute, by the way.
My bad. So yeah, just like you were saying, something we've been keeping our eye on, something we've been keeping quiet on too, because F you niggas. But so it was this past week, I believe, there was a leak on the Steam Machine prices. Now, if you are a person who keep up with like tech, the biggest thing in tech right now has been the price of RAM.
AI data centers and RAM shortage.
Yeah, that has been the big, and it's something that is, if you are a person who's looking to build a computer in the future or decide between PC and console in the future, this is something that you should always keep an eye on for the foreseeable future until the AI bubble pop or whatever. If you are a person who upgrade each console cycle, this is something you should look into.
It's going
and
to
always
consoles too.
Yeah, and set your expectations for what's about to happen. So amid all that, there was a leak on, I don't even know if the Steam Machine got a name, so we just call it the Steam Machine, which is not a bad name. But there was a leak on the Steam Machine pricing, and what it is that the 2 terabyte model is looking to be between $950 USD and $1,070 flat. I don't know what you're thinking, but there is not a console on the market that is worth more than $600, dog.
You can justify should be worth more than $600, bro.
I don't think there is a console in history throughout the time period of consoles, inflation accounted for, that's worth more than $600, bro. Nothing. I don't care that RAM prices are high. Like at some point as a business, if you want to sell something, you're gonna have to sell at a loss.
You're gonna have to sell at a loss. Especially in this economy.
Especially, again, I think people confuse on what this system is. And I want to say one good thing before we regurgitate some of the stuff we said last time. I think the greatest thing about Valve's branding is the good faith it has.
Yes.
It has great backing behind it in terms of the fans love it. Like Valve can do no wrong. The most popular picture, if you look up Gabe Newell's, I think that's his name, Gabe Newell's picture, is him doing a little Jesus thing because people love him. Like they love him. They love the games. They love Steam. They love the operating. Like they love everything about it. So I think that's the greatest thing about Valve is the good faith behind it. So people are automatically saying, if Valve make it, it's good. I don't think this is one of those things. I do think that it sets a bad precedent if consoles start to hit that number. That means that that means that gaming is becoming more and more of a luxury, which I don't think it should ever be.
No.
You know what I mean? In my lifetime, did I get every system for Christmas? No. But when I did, it didn't absolutely destroy my mother's pockets when she bought it for me. Like, when I got older and I was able to buy my own stuff, and it destroyed my pockets when Chris was able to get the PlayStation pre-orders and I sent him the money. It wasn't a situation where I'm like, I'm in debt now. $970 to $1,000. Some people put that as a down payment to a car. Some people walk in dealerships and put that as a down payment to a car. And
that's
I know
saving up for rent money, bro.
That's some
depending where you at, it's rent. Depending where you at, that's rent.
And I know what some people are going to say, and then I'll let y'all destroy it. Because this is what people are going to argue with is that you pay for phones that are $1,000. I'm not defending phone prices, but you can't name 5 people on this earth that went into a store that bought their phone outright and not financing their phone right now. You can't name 5 people on this earth.
Everybody is utilizing trade-ins, so they trade in their old generation phone for a new generation to get like $600, $300, $400, $600 off, and then you finance that thing for like less than $100 a month. Unless you got it like that, you are not walking into a store and saying, "Yeah, that $1,800 iPhone 16 Pro Max. Here you go. Here's my credit card." Like no one's doing that.
no one's doing that. Or you got people. T-Mobile got, because they have to do this because nobody would buy the phone, and they got bundles and things for people to buy the new phone at a lower price, because no one in their right mind is going to be like, let me buy a $1,500 phone outright. No one is doing that. Most people in this is the economy we live in. Most people in this day and age are buying nothing full price. Everybody has the things that they want on Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, Zip, all these things that people are using to pay off stuff. Nobody is buying things off. So you mean to tell me that you are going to put a system at $1,000 that PC people can't even like really need? They don't need it. Oh, this is going to be my front room system. How many times you play your game in your front room then? Like, is it just going to be like, yeah, I bought the Steam machine last week.
You already got a way better Steam machine right now already.
Yeah, your computer. If you want something smaller on the go, you bought the Steam Deck.
Right.
Like, that's 2 great things together. And I even heard through the grapevines, and take this with a grain of salt, even that Rogue Ally Xbox thing is about to up in price because the price of technology is getting higher. So I don't know if this thing, and I'm done after this, if this thing turns out to be true and the prices are anything above, I'm saying it like this, prices are anything above 600.
It's DOA.
It's dead on arrival.
DOA.
Because the console market at the end of the day is for kids and casual gamers. $600.
Little Timmy is not gonna be able to convince grandma or mama to hey, Mom, I want the Steam machine. And then he's like, well, how much is it, sweetie? Well, let me look it up. And she sees that $900, $1,000 price tag. And that's just for the console, bro. We're not talking about games or anything like that, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You just it's not at this point. Like, again, I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm going to go back in time and reference something I said in the previous podcast, where whenever there was a new console that came out that was expensive at the time, we talk about like the PS3 being $600 at launch. What did PC people say? Y'all said, hey, if you're willing to spend $600 on a console, you might as well save up and build your own personal PC that's going to have better performance and better specs than that PlayStation or that Xbox or that Nintendo game console. So you Steam machine defenders out there, justify to me why I should spend $1,000 on something that is going to perform worse than my custom built PC that I have at the moment. I'm waiting, because when we dropped our initial video and we were talking about, look, it's a good concept, but you have to look at the market. You have to look at the people who are going to be potentially buying your game. And even at $600, $700, you still got to justify, like, why that over a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation or even just getting a Steam Deck. What's the I need y'all staunch defenders, because again, a lot of you unpaid PR interns, a lot of y'all brown nosers, a lot of y'all bouncers, seat bouncers. And you know what y'all are. Y'all just blindly look at something, you look at the IP, you look at the company, and your brain cells turn off. I get it. I use Steam a lot. And Steam as a store infrastructure is a great product. Me saying that I think what the Steam machine is doing is just not good. It's going to be dead or arrival. Expensive prices for this is just not good. Is not me also saying that I think that everything that Steam and Valve does is like the worst thing known to man. Again, nuance is a beautiful thing. Please do it a lot more, because just because I'm saying I'm criticizing one aspect of a company does not mean I'm criticizing the entire thing as a whole. Take it out your mouth. I get it. It's a big girthy thing, and you love chomping on that bit, bruh. You love chomping on that bit. I know. I get it. Listen, man. Look, 2026, year of acceptance, man. Whatever floats your boat is what it is. But sometimes you gotta let your mouth hole breathe, bruh. You gotta let it breathe, man. Take it out your mouth. Let's do it. 2026 is the year of popping it out for your mouth. Let's stop doing let's stop being defenders, unpaid PR interns, white knights to these multi-billion-dollar corporations, because it ain't doing nothing for you in your day-to-day life. So that's all I gotta say on that matter. Also, hey Steve, if you want a better name for your console, while you're deliberating these prices, instead of the Steam machine, Steam Engine.
Ooh,
Steam Engine.
Hey, make sure you
put name.
Make sure you send Cam a blank check.
That's TM. I trademarked that Steam. So if you wanna actually use that name, contact me. Steam Engine. That's a fire name for a console price. But yeah, $1,000 for no console in the year in our Lord and Savior 2026 in this economy with our current political climate, which I'm not going to go into, but you know, if you've been tuning into the news lately, what a great year we started off in that landscape. Heck, you're out of your mind. Hey, Chris, go ahead. Give us your thoughts.
Look, man, I think I was right in the ballpark, G. Look, bro.
You didn't say that, yeah.
I was right in the ballpark, G. I was like, y'all, and look, man, this is before, like, I think we talked about it in depth before we even, RAM prices was already insane even then, but like now, look, man, everything we're seeing price wise, recession indicator. Everything in the market right now, recession indicator. Man. Look, bro, I'm being real honest with you guys. I'm saying at work, I'm gonna use work for example. They dropped the amount of routes we get, G. Mugs devastated. They're like, gee, I'm like, sorry, bro. We ain't got 45 routes no more, man. We running 25, 29. Even I'm hurt. But hey, I got a job. I'm in management. But recession indicator. Amazon knows full well Mugs ain't ordering nothing. Steam knows full well Mugs ain't about to buy this $1,000 console. $1,000+ console potential. Because at the end of the day,
even the 512 gigabyte pricing is still too much. So if you're gonna go, but what about the lower? First off, you're not buying lower storage. You're just not, because games nowadays way too much storage. That 512 gigabyte thing is worthless. So you have to get the 2 terabyte version.
Exactly. And I'm gonna laugh when they say you got to use a specific hard drive or SSD.
Oh yes. Just like Sony.
Yep. Sony didn't like that, but I mean, even Steam gonna be like, hey, no, you got to use this specific one, and that specific one costs about a car note in itself. So hey, have fun with that. So true.
One thing popped up in my brain, and this happened with the Steam Deck. What if certain games just don't run on it off the bat, like the Steam Deck did? Like Steam Deck, some one platform for it.
It's gonna have Steam Machine compatibility.
Yeah.
Hey, look, see.
Again, I don't know. I'm not the smartest one, but don't games got to create like certain things for certain systems because they run different.
It's certain things they have to do to make it work for that system specifically. Like it's like how we're hearing with GTA 6. Oh, it's made towards the PS5, but of course, the Xbox version is just make it compatible for the Xbox. Simple as that. First forever now. But
I'm praying for the system, man.
Look, man, this system is really doomed, G. Because only Nut Riders is going to buy it, For one, you're gonna put it on Klarna, and not even the 4 payment. Y'all gonna put it on with interest. So please, you're gonna put it on interest.
Interest paying for a steam machine, especially because like a lot of the nut riders already have a custom built PC. So you're paying.
That's better.
You're getting down payment on a system that you already have, because there's again, I've said this before, and I'm sorry taking up your time, Chris. There's nothing the Steam machine does that your custom built PC can't do, if not better. There's literally nothing. Controller, access to the library, performance, specs, everything that your expensive custom built PC that you have right now, because the real hardcore Steam PC players, there's literally nothing that thing does that you are. We all have a Steam machine. Like that's it.
Really, I have one. I've probably put minimal upgrades since I've had this thing. But with that all said, hey, look, you want to sit there and hurt your finances, potentially your credit for this $1,000 thing? I really hope you have the following things in your household. Hopefully a house / rent that you're paying for, maybe a mortgage. Hopefully you have groceries. Hopefully you can pay your car note if you have a car. You got gas. You got electricity. Hopefully you pay that electric bill, because you're probably using AI for the very wrong reasons. So I'm gonna throw that out there. You got groceries. Oh, by the way, that's insane right now. Don't even want to know what the price of ground beef is if you don't buy your own groceries. Shit. What else? I'm missing a few other things. But point is, if you don't have the essentials and you trying to put this in quad pay, and probably with interest because you really want to gargle Val's cock in your mouth, that's an issue. You need to love yourself. That's an issue. That's all I'm gonna say. That's an issue. Shout out to if you do got $1,000. You know what that $1,000 can go for in today's economy? Yourself. You don't need it. You don't need it. That can go towards your down payment for a new RAM for your custom bought PC.
Even in my financial situation, no.
It makes no sense.
Maybe if it was like I said, if it was like $600, you potentially would have had me doing more so for content, more so for like content reviewing purposes, and it's a tax write-off. But $1,000,
come on, man.
Imagine you walking somebody in your house. Oh, what's that? Oh, this is a Steam machine. You know, I play it from time to time in my front room, just chill. Oh, it's a system. I never seen it. It's like a PS5. Yeah, how much did it cost? Because I'm trying to get my son a PS5. I wonder if it's the same price. $1,700. Huh? You paid that much for that? Yeah.
Oh,
why?
God.
Hold on. What you playing? I'm playing KART 2K.
Talking about KART 2K, nigga. These Steam gamers. I can't say the game because I don't want to scare your kid. But yeah, man, they ain't got this on the PlayStation shop.
I'm playing Hades too.
Hades. I'm playing Scarlet Maiden. I'm playing
have done video. You're a beta tester, nigga. You're a beta tester.
You are a beta tester.
You are. You pay $1,100 for a beta test, nigga. Got it, G. You're a glorified beta tester.
And honestly, at the end of the day, if you want to be mad at somebody, don't be mad at us, because I ain't make the price. If you want somebody to be mad at Microsoft. Be mad at all these big tech companies that are pouring billions, not millions, billions of dollars into these AI data centers, which is which is making the RAM shortage. And obviously, when there's supply, there's demand. People like RAM is very essential to a lot of hardware in terms of consoles, PCs, data centers, and stuff like that. So, as I think, was this The Wire? I don't know. I can't remember, but as a famous saying that has been said over years to come, price of the brick went up.
Yep.
The Wire.
That was The Wire. Yeah.
Price of the brick went up, and it ain't our fault. Be mad at Steam, be mad at Microsoft, be mad at these tech corporations, because they said, hey, look, we don't care. Give me a grand, please. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. How you feeling about this? Again, this is leaks, so we don't necessarily know if this is true or not. But the projection that we've been seeing in terms of all of these, all of this stuff in terms of AI and the data centers, this could be a reality. So let's move on to our last topic for today. End off on a more positive note. You know what I'm saying? So 2026 is on and kicking. And there's a lot of things in terms of just across the board that I think that we're anticipating, that we're hyped for. So we want to talk about this. I've alluded to this at the beginning of the podcast episode when one of you guys to let us know what you're hyped for. So we're going to tell you what we are personally looking forward to. And we'll start with Chris. Chris, let us know, let people know what are some things you're looking forward to the most in 2026?
This is a really interesting year for just entertainment in itself.
Yeah.
Of course, I feel I'm probably speaking for everybody. GTA 6 is probably one thing everybody's looking forward to, barring another delay.
If it comes out.
Exactly, if it comes out. But even I was looking at the film industry, because one thing me and my shorty like to do is go to the movies. If it's one thing she likes is a nice movie day, even if it's a crappy movie, unfortunately. But I try to say those for like weekdays. But it's a really strong movie. We're looking really strong like later in the year. Of course, I think the biggest one for me personally, of course, is Marvel's Doomsday. G.
Me too.
Look, man.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm very much looking forward to that movie.
Look, bro. These trailers, just all it's doing is they know what they're doing. Because I was one of those people. I was like Daytron. I'm like, I'm sick of it. I was legit sick.
Know how to.
But they reeled me back in. But at the same time, you use probably one Marvel villain that I have love for, and that's my nigga Doom. And they making this dude, this version of Doom, at least MCU's Doom, let's put it this way, be a real menace, and we don't even know, he hasn't even done nothing but sit there and hold Frank Richards. Gee, that's all he has done is hold little Frank.
You know what that little nigga do, bro?
You know. So it's like, dang. But we seen Thor pray to his daddy. Say, hey, bro, this nigga moving different. We got Chris Evans sitting there probably looking at his child for the last time. Like, gee, we had the X-Men. We got the X-Men.
We gonna see Charles Xavier die on screen again.
Again. We're gonna see the X-Men get obliterated. But you finally made Cyclops look like a real nigga finally in live action. Let's put it in live action specifically.
In live action, yeah.
So, because on X-Men 97, he was pretty cool. But we finally got Cyclops looking raw as hell because somebody took his child probably. And we know who. Look, man, this nigga Doom moving different, G. And all I'm sitting to say is this every time. It's Doom for you niggas, G. It's Doom for you niggas. But also, we're supposed to get Spider-Man this year. Spider-Man's probably gonna be really good.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, this year for MCU is
they have
it's like to piggyback off you, Chris. Yeah, like I said, if you've seen us on this podcast, I have been very negative and critical of the MCU, especially because Phase 4 was some basura, hot, stinky. It was nasty. But you know, there are some gems in Phase 5 and stuff like that. But like this year, I'm a simple guy, man. I'm a simple nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I see Avengers, I see Doom, I see Spooderman, and I'm hyped. I'm genuinely hyped. So they're restoring the feeling. Obviously, there's a reason why they're leading the front to these movies with, you know, but when they were teasing Doomsday, hey, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. Hey, Chris Evans is coming back. Hey, Chris Hemsworth is back. Hey, we bringing back the Fox X-Men. They're coming back. They know exactly where to hit home to get people invested into this movie. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to a brand new day for Spider-Man. So I agree with you, Chris.
Yeah, like it's like a real strong state of movies. Like going to the movie theater is really a treat now again. Like it was getting there last year, like we had Sinners, and a few other good movies that was really like, you know what, I want to go to the movie theater to go see that. And through the word of mouth and hype of people, like, you know what? Oh, that's really good. Okay, I'm gonna go to the theater. You got people wanting to go to the theaters again. That's something I'm really hyped for because look, I enjoy the movie theater experience. I live next to some really nice movie theaters. So it's like I really want to take advantage of, like, oh, you know what, a nice little movie theater day. I'm glad that the Icon is fake back open. It's AMC Icon, but it's AMC. It's still the Icon theater. They had nice screens there. I like that theater. I want to use it. So a lot of great movies coming out, and yeah, that's really it for me. Like, I'm really hyped for this year as a whole. And then just one last thing. I'm hyped because the Bears are great again, G. Chicago sports is back almost, except the Bulls. Except the Bulls and the White Sox.
Are we going to the Super Bowl, Chris?
No. No, I'm being realistic here. There's one thing about I'm being realistic. Now, if that happens, best believe I'm losing my mind. I might go to San Francisco. But but Chicago sports is back, G, and that's something to be hyped for. The city is a better place when the Chicago sports teams are at least entertaining. The Bears is great. That unifies the city. The Cubs, even though I don't give a damn about the Cubs because I'm a White Sox guy, the Cubs are looking like they're going to be really good. The Bulls are fake entertaining. We might get Ja. Hopefully not. Keep that man out this city. Or we might get Zion. Once again,
get Ja Wick.
keep him from the city as well, because
Freak Bull Williamson.
Either way, keep them out the city. But hey, Bulls is entertaining. I'm cool with that. The Blackhawks is getting really good again as well. When Chicago sports is popping, the whole city's popping as well. Y'all see the crime rate down, so that means it's a good thing. Shout out to Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson for saving this city. Gee, blessings.
All right, Detrell, what do you got? What are you looking forward to for 2026?
The resident super gamer here, so I'm of course going to talk about that more. But I want to do two things before I get into the games. If I was to be excited for a movie, it will not be Doomsday, but it would be. Cam, I'm gonna give it to you because I probably got to go grab something. So after I get these movies, I'm gonna give it to you. Then it come back to me. But it will not be Doomsday. And I'm not about to slander Marvel after y'all gave it so much praise. That'd be very hater of me. I will save that till some other time. But Christopher Nolan's Odyssey is going to drop this year.
Oh,
I don't necessarily go into theaters.
I'm looking forward to that too.
I might go into the theaters to watch Christopher Nolan.
That's gonna be decent, G. You want IMAX? You go to IMAX. You gotta find IMAX.
I'm gonna have to go to the IMAX theater.
It's another Holland. It's another Hollandia movie, bro.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna have to probably slab for that one. I just gotta push myself to leave my crib for that. And if I was to talk about like TV and stuff. Look, JoJo's is back. I retired from anime like Chris retired from video games around the same time.
Damn.
But JoJo's is back, bro. And it's weekly. I don't know, man. We might take our crown back. So hopefully it's Studio David, right? I think that's them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they lock in. Yeah, hopefully they lock in and do what they gotta do. We got a little bit more time. And I just can't wait for JoJo's. I literally can't wait. I can't wait for the conversations. It just like around when part 5 dropped. Around when part 5 dropped, there was so much allure around JoJo's. So much of it. Like there were so many people not just talking about the outro and stuff like that. They did just so much to make people be like, JoJo's is really that. It's not just poses and stands. It's actually a good TV show.
Yeah.
And I think Steel Ball Run is going to do the exact same thing.
Yes.
I think Steel Ball Run is going to make a lot of new fans out of JoJo's too. Of course, people are going to binge watch from the beginning because of Steel Ball Run. But I think when people get to see Jonathan and what's his name, Geo and all these new characters, I think people are going to like get more excited for the series, just like they was again. I can't wait. I can't wait for Funny Valentine. I can't wait for the other deal that turned into a Velociraptor. Like Araki was on his stuff.
Yeah, he did.
I can't wait for Diego. Can't wait for Jesus. He's in it. You know, y'all talking about Robert Downey Jr. will be back for Doomsday. Skip all that, nigga. Jesus popping up in JoJo. Until Jesus is popping up in your favorite series, I don't want to hear nothing. Jesus is popping up in JoJo, so can't wait for that. I literally can't wait. And then when that ends, when I turn 40, we're gonna get us some nice and powerful JoJo part 7,
part 8,
and then I get to see my man Wander with you when I'm 40 years old, and I'm expecting my 14th child. I can't wait, yo. So I'm gonna pass off to you before I go to games because I got an order I gotta pick up. I ain't got a water here, so I'm passing off to you. And then when I come back, I'll talk about like the games I'm expecting.
Yeah. So just to piggyback off of what Daytrail said, I am very much looking forward to part 7. I also want to give a special shout out to RDC, bro. Shout out to Mark from RDC. Because if you haven't known, he's been he's been like going through all of JoJo. He just finished part 4 and he's currently on part 5 right now. So there's like a lot of videos of him like giving some of his recaps of him going through the series. And it's just really cool to see someone like really start from like really get into a series that you like. And Mark is very passionate. He gives some funny synopsises, and seeing some of the rest of the RDC member react to like how he's giving out certain things that happen within the show is dope. So really glad to see that. But yeah, Still Ball Run, I love JoJo's. It's in my top 10. Might have to be in my top 5 if I ever solidify my list of best anime of all time. It is just that good. I've heard nothing. I know some things that happen in Still Ball Run. I've not necessarily like super major spoilers, but from what I've been told, a lot of people regard part 7 as like the best JoJo part. Like you have people who like, part 3 with Jotaro, rightfully so. Part 3 is really good. You have people like me. I think that part 2, because shout out to my nigga Joseph. But people, when it comes to part 7, people like, part 7 is one of them. So I'm very much looking forward to March and seeing how that all plays out. Thankfully, Netflix is going back to weekly, so we can retain the hype. We can have great conversations, because you ruined that with part 6. I have not forgiven you for that, Netflix, because like they're, especially considering how part 6 ended and how it is a major shift for the entire franchise. There should have been a lot more conversations around it besides Netflix shenanigans. So there's that. On to games. Now, being the resident, I'm a gamer like Daytrail. And Chris, we could talk about the obvious like GTA 6 if it comes out, whatever, right? But I'm more of a niche gamer. There are games that I play. I talk about them, but like these are games that like legit your average person is not talking about or playing these games. So I talked about this before, I believe, when in our year end, but Legend of Heroes, which is a JRPG turn-based JRPG series that I play. Love it. We are getting 2 games this year that I am beyond excited for. The first one is actually dropping this week. So at the time of this video, it is Sunday. After recording this video will be out on Monday. This game comes out Thursday, so it's coming out soon. So Beyond the Horizon, which is going to be the next mainline entry into the series. I'm super excited for that because they are bringing back the main character of the Cold Steel series, Rean Schwarzer, who is my GOAT, one of my favorite characters in that series. Not only in that, but just, JRPG, it's protagonist. He's a great protagonist. He's coming back for this game as a playable character. I've been very much looking forward to that. And they announced the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter. This is a remake of the Sky trilogy, so the second one in the series, and which I was not expecting to do. They literally just dropped the first one last year. So I was like, you know what, maybe it'd be like a year or two before we get it. And it's coming out this year. So I'm very much excited for that. This is going to be another great year for RPGs, for turn-based RPGs. So that is something that I genuinely cannot wait to experience. Again, it's a niche game, and I will always sing its praises, and I will always tell you guys, play it if you are a fan of the genre. And then just to get a couple memes out, I'm looking forward to not getting any news for Kingdom Hearts 4. So not getting that. Just
news will be hype, but we're not getting it.
I'm not holding out hope. I'm not at this point. Kingdom Hearts 4 is a fever dream. That trailer that they released back in 2020, I think that was 4. No,
it was longer than that.
The initial announcement trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, that was back when I was in Whacker, and when it was like 2020. It's been like 4 or 5 years since they've announced Kingdom Hearts 4, bro. So like at this point, I'm treating that trailer as if it's fan made. It never happened. So we have not gotten any news or announcements or anything from Kingdom Hearts 4. It doesn't exist. Square Enix has not dropped anything in relations to it. So I'm looking forward to not getting any news about Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm also looking forward to not getting any news about Persona 6, or even any news about Persona 4 Revival. I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to not getting any news in regards to any of those series. So shout out to that. But that's pretty much it as far as game. I had to end it off with a couple meme ones. But yeah, Detro, go ahead and give your last ones out.
Yeah, so I don't know if you said some of these already, but I some of the games I heard when I was taking the water down, I heard you say I agree. First off, I'm not going in chronological order, but I think I am. I would say this: if Chris doesn't play and beat, I'm saying it. If Chris doesn't play and beat this game, there's no hope for him. Resident Evil that's about to drop.
Oh no!
You don't play and beat.
No, I'm actually playing
this year. You have to beat it this year.
Look, man. That will be played. Look, man. That's different.
That game right there.
Yeah.
They try to say that because he don't really play.
I
don't think he even.
I've already covered so many games that I didn't want to sound like a broken record, but yes, hell yes,
bro.
Resident Evil 9 will be played, and I will be suplexing and drop kicking zombies all day.
I think it's too early to say this, but that really is a front runner, bro.
Oh no, it's definitely for game of the year. Yes,
just off of what they showed us. That's a front runner, bro. I don't think any game, of course, the GTA 6, that is like the second coming at this point, right? So we can't even really talk about that. But any other game that's coming out, I think Resident Evil 9 is like it's like leagues above better than everything else that game that's coming out.
Them putting this is huge bias, but just Leon being in the game at minimum for my year list is top 3. It's top 3. I don't know. Glaze, you can call it Glaze, whatever. Leon being in the game makes this a top 3 game of the year in my list. Bare minimum.
Yeah, it is crazy because, like y'all said, I'm not the biggest fan of the Resident Evil series. Not even like gameplay, but I think I am one of them people that can enjoy something if it's not for me. Like I can look at something and be like, bro, y'all got it. And that when I saw the gameplay and I saw that they mixed the action and the horror perfectly, I'm like, front runner. It's a front runner for the game of the year.
Two different styles of play, man. It's gonna
for all the RPG guys out there. Oh, I don't even know if we can just start calling this stuff RPG. After this whole Game Awards, I don't even know if we can start calling this stuff RPGs. At this
AI slop.
Oh God! For all the action adventure game players out there, Crimson Desert is dropping this year, and that game is
I saw that. That actually looks raw.
It is going to be the biggest coin flip ever. It is either going to be one of the best games that dropped this year, or it's going to be one of the most overrated games that dropped this year.
So
No,
it's the Wukong of this. It's the Wukong of the year.
No, it ain't the Wukong.
That is the Wukong of the year is Phantom Blade Zero.
Yeah. Even though Phantom Blade, I'm looking forward to that too.
It looks really good.
Did you see like Max and them talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
It looks so good, but I keep saying, I'm telling you, it's one of those games where like, and this is just me being like, just a cynical old fart when it comes to gaming. That game just looks too good to be true. It just looks too good. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, bro, this just looks. Where's the smoke and mirrors, bro? Because the gameplay, everything just looks so. I'm just like, nah, ain't no way this is gonna be the actual gameplay, bro. But if it is, easily, front runner for game of the year, easily.
Yeah, I forgot. I meant to talk to you about that. I saw Max and them playing that joint, or they was doing like, cause the developers gave them some hands-on like gameplay footage, and they was talking about what they was doing and stuff and the different weapons. I'm like, and it was like how the game is not souls focused, it's weapon focused. So the different weapons, I'm like, that's on a whole other stratosphere, just like a banger, bro. But like, my bad. So Crimson Desert, it looks so good. If you ever watch gameplay, that joint looked like an Unreal Engine tech demo, bro. Like real talk, you just doing stuff in that game. One moment you riding a dragon, the next moment you fighting some people, the next moment you in the village. So and the developers seem like they're having a great time making this game. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Of course, GTA 6. I know a lot of people are having like is this game going to drop and stuff like that. I think GTA 6 is going to be what people think it's going to be, and I think it's going to be good. The only people who might have a problem with it is like grifters, but they have a problem with everything. But GTA 6,
we don't take them seriously.
Yeah, GTA 6, I think is going to be that, bro. I really do. Game of the year talking stuff, I don't know. It might not even drop this year, but I think if it does, I think it's really going to be a game that people be like, man, Rockstar actually, still got it. They only made one game out of the century.
All the kids who grew up playing GTA 5 that are now married with kids can look back and say it was worth the wait.
Yeah, that's my perfect analogy.
Bro, that is insane.
Worth the wait.
Mugs live. People on way different stages of lives.
Right.
No,
that's a PS3. That's a PS3 game.
People don't know that is a PS. I remember playing that game for the first time.
Bro, that was
Chris Creed when he lived on 87th or something, bro. This is years ago.
Yeah.
I remember that was the first time I ever played that game. I'm like, dang, this game is a banger.
Because I was working at GameStop that was on 95th. That was we was closing in 2 weeks. I was like, why we close out of GTA? We're gonna make money, nigga. Bro, that is insane. When GTA 5 came out on PS3, that is insane.
That was
my first real job, bro. That's my
such a crazy time. I can't wait, because even though so much stuff is coming out of will they, won't they, the biggest thing we're talking about this game in terms of make or break, if it actually releases. That's how much people are confident that the game is going to be good.
We're not talking about like anything else. We're talking about can we play the game now, please?
Can we play the game? That is fire, bro. And I'm also looking just forward to Hidden Gems that come out this year.
Wolverine is also coming out this year.
Wolverine is good, but like Hidden Gems that nobody expected to be good.
Those are the best games, in my opinion. Is when games that you don't necessarily like. Again, I reference this Octopath Traveler 0 that came out last year. I was not expecting to enjoy that game as much as I did. So, and some of my favorite games of all time have been 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Unicorn Overlord, games that just drop. You hear word of mouth, you hear people talk about them, and then you play them, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, I can't. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to randomly scroll TikTok and somebody say y'all missing out on playing such and
You
such.
should play this game.
I download it, and it's just like, boom, and we talk about it on the pod. And it goes, those are the best experiences in gaming. It was one last thing. Oh, shoot. Oh, and then just in terms of like premieres, right? This year, we're getting it. I can't wait till they announce Reunion and we get the first trailer for Reunion. Yeah. I can't wait.
Game not coming out for like 5 more years, but shout out to it.
I think January 2027. I honestly believe that.
I think PS6 launch title, but then again, I think the console release is looking kind of pricey, but I think that game is going to be a PS6 title.
Crazy. But yeah, we get our first Reunion trailer this year. For a fact, we get the first Reunion trailer this year. That's like for a fact. Can't wait for that. You saying that we probably don't get no Persona news. Remember, we're in the 30th anniversary. Even though they've been selling people knickknacks and Jim Jams on their live streams.
I want to remind people. I think this was their 25th anniversary. I don't remember when. 25th anniversary of Persona. And it was like, bro, we got some crazy announcements dropping, and we ain't get from nothing. So I don't trust at this point. I don't trust any single company that tells me, oh, this is our anniversary. Full Metal Alchemist has ruined that when it comes to anime. They should be ashamed of themselves. I cannot stand what they did with that. And that mobile game has been canceled. So shout out to Square Enix. But yeah, I'm not like I think we may get a trailer or something like that. But like again, trust me, I'm buying the most expensive edition of that game, both physical and digital, because I love Persona 4. It is my favorite out of the entire franchise. It still is. It is absolutely goated. But I need to see something on Persona 6 because I'm gonna be
so salty.
Because
they can do is just show a damn
just show me a teaser, because the Persona 5 the cow is like it's begging for mercy. There's like little droplets of milk.
Get a Persona 5 arena before 6,
bro. That milk, that cat, like it's crazy because a lot of people are in retrospect. Yes, Persona 4 was milked to death as well when that game came out. It just wasn't as mainstream as Persona 5. But man, at this point, I'm tired of the Phantom Thieves. I'm tired of seeing Joker. I'm tired of seeing all them. They let them kids graduate high school, graduate college, and move on with their lives, man. I'm tired of them saving the world. Let them get a break and move on.
My last thing. Oh, it just slipped my mind. It just slipped. Shoot. Oh, anything Dragon Ball related. We might get Kakarot 2.
It is. I think it's this month. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the 40th anniversary live stream or the event that's supposed to be happening is this month, which we will be covering on the podcast. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So we might get Jim Jam, like the Persona fans got Jim Jam a couple of days ago. They had a live stream. I'm telling you, they were selling niggas keychains on our live stream, bro. I
don't know what people expected from that, bro.
I was dead. Some dude on TikTok made about 40 videos. He was like, "You think you didn't expect this from Atlas? This is what they've been doing to us for years." Okay. I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry for folks. But yeah, they were selling keychains, bro. I was dead, bro. I was dead. But yeah, anything Dragon Ball related. I know it's going to be a whole bunch of, Squadron stuff, whole bunch of Legends, Dokkan. Shout out to us being 4,000 days in Dokkan at the moment.
Holy crap.
But I do think we might get like a Kakarot 2, or like, I don't know. And the anime stuff is so much in the air because Toei budget goes to
so we don't know. But since they're doing that One Piece season 1 thing, maybe that's why they're doing it. Maybe it's because to allocate budgets so they could go like, okay, well, we're doing this for One Piece, and then we'll do this. We'll do Egghead or whatever for One Piece, and then break Dragon Ball, break One Piece, break Dragon Ball.
That'd be good. That'd be freaking fantastic. And you want to know what's crazy? It'll make them Vuku's amount of freaking money, because who don't want to watch Dragon Ball and One Piece? but it's Toei, so we might be getting a movie and Daima again. So who knows? But that's really it. I'm looking so forward to this
2026 is a really great year.
It's a great year. Just like last year was an amazing year for gaming. I want to step out my comfort zone more and delve into more different genres. Y'all might see me playing a goddarn RTS space game while I'm
well, you got Starfield coming out, G.
No, a real strategy space game. A real strategy space game. Y'all might be seeing me playing one of those. Don't look crazy when you see me in one of them places in a comic book store and I got one of the Warhammer figurines and I'm actually learning how to play it. I want to get out my comfort zone more and more in terms of more and more gaming stuff because look, bro, it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun. If you only spent your time playing GTA and all that other stuff last year, get out your comfort zone. Start playing some other stuff. It's some games that came out last year that I still gotta play the Altars. I still gotta play Hades 2. I still gotta play some other stuff. So it's been fire, bro. Like fire.
Yeah. So that's it as far as what we're hyped. Again, let us know what should we be looking out for that we didn't necessarily cover in this topic. We would love to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. So we are done. Your first podcast episode of the year 2026. We're going to keep the content rolling, keep the quality going. And all we ask for you guys is your support. Again, you don't have to like actively be watching us. Put us on in your background while you're working, you're doing your groceries, whatever adulting you got to do throughout your life. Just put us on in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like all we ask you to do is just listen to us and support us. Like the video, also comment down below as well, because again, we want to engage with you guys, want to interact with you all, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Again, help us get to 1K subs. That is our goal currently right now. And again, you guys have been showing so much love in regards to that. Cannot thank you guys enough. So with all that being said, guys, again, if you stuck around for the whole thing, you right there, you're a real one. I highly appreciate that. Stay blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless.
You.